Sorry about the lawnmower. Thursday. About a minute to the bell here. All right, so BLNK, worth watching possibly for a scalp over 840. Awesome, BOXL, we'll keep on watch as well. So BLNK, the high of that pivot was 33, so I would say possibly over 35, maybe a little scalp. And long BLNK for a quick little scalp, target is $0.50. I'm in at 30. Want to see it break over 40 and then tap 50. Stopped out. That's funny. $7.39. Same as yesterday. So 5,000 shares in at 30, out at 30, basically. High a day is 40, so that's the spot I would watch. If it breaks over 40, I'd get back in for a test of the $0.50. Not going to be easy, though. You can tell. Scanners are up, but nothing happening. LNK watching here. The risk is just, I just don't know if it's even worth it. But 840 is the spot to watch. I think with nearly 2 million shares already in the first 2 minutes, it's just going to be too choppy. You know, I don't want to have a bias though, because maybe this is the one, and this is the day where it suddenly goes to 870. I'm not sure. I would probably just do like 5,000 shares if it breaks 40. I'm long at 40 for a quick scalp, looking for a $0.50 break. Sold at 46. Looks like there's resistance. $157 winner. MOTS popped up but dropped back down. MOTS kind of doing the same as that other one yesterday. Thing is now I'm not Looks like a recent IPO breakout. Got a partial fill on MTOS, but only 800 shares so far. 900 shares. Long MOTS. Recent IPO breakout. See if we get a little opportunity on it. Only 900 shares filled. DHEK, I'm not sure about that one. BOXL, you know, yeah, I see it's kind of consolidating there under 1030. Would be a scalp for the first daily candle to make a new high. That would be over 1070 though. DHEK. Daily chart's not perfect. Or CHEK is more of the issue of the pre-market. It's running kind of into this pre-market resistance. Above 550, it starts to look better. MOTS, if I'd gotten in it earlier, maybe I could have done probably better on it, but only 900 shares. So I'll do a scalp out of the halt and see if I can make a little. Depends how high it goes. Nice, Rob. Good job. It was a good fill. Watching the scanners right now. So since MOTS's recent IPO breakout and it had earnings on the 15th, I think there's some potential on this for maybe a little bit of a bigger move. We'll see what it does. Current resumption time looks like it would be at 9:38 and 43 seconds. 30,000 share seller on BLNK on the ask. NBVX. Kind of curling up for the break of $2. Long NBVX for a scalp. A little scalp over 2. Long at $1.99 on MBVX. There's 218. 269 is the first resistance point. BOXL, big spread right now, 980 by 1050. MBVX, the high was right around 218, so want to see 218 break if it's going to continue higher. No, it doesn't look like it will. Opt out of MBVX at $2. All right, so MOTS We'll watch this here on resumption. Depending on where it opens, I'll decide whether or not I can add. MOTS just watching right now. There you go, 688, nice. All right, so on this one, I'll probably look to add as long as this first pullback holds. I want to see if I can add for a break over $7. So we've got a high right now of 688. Look at that. That's nice. High is now 765. Watch the first 1 minute pullback. I had 900 shares in my IRA and I sold them at 7. Now I'm going to look in my main account. I'm long in my main account at $7. On MOTS, looking for a break over 750, and then a squeeze into possibly another halt up around $8. Over 750 would be an add spot. Watch the break of 750 up here. High is 765. So this one, because it's showing strength, I'm going to hold through the 1 minute pullback. I've got starter size, and then I'm going to add over the $50. Target would be $8. I have this current candle 744, so 744 would be my entry spot. Watching the level 2. Just added at 750 for the break over the $50. There's high a day. We want to see this open up a little bit more. Stopped out 675. So in this one, I made 1,100 in my IRA and I lost 1,100 in my main account. CARV. I'm long CARV. We'll see if this one pops up for a break over $7. Long CARV. This is the next one on the scans. CARV over 725 is a possible add. It's added on CARV for the break of 725. Back on my target on CARV is possibly a test of $8. High there is 85. So watch CARV here over 785. Opt on CARV at 720 for right now. I can get back in. It gives us a 1 minute micro pullback. So today's a day where we got two surprise stocks off the scanners, MOTS and CARV. So keep a close eye on those scanners. EARV, because the 5 minute is this topping tail, I think it's going to be too extended. The good entry would have been down around $5, and I just wasn't able to get an entry that good, and now it's halted coming back down. So I think both of these, you're seeing good opportunities, both long and short, but I mean, ultimately we want to see them hold up a little better. So, I'm up like 2,800 today. Not, I gave back, I'm basically break even on MOTS. Because I added on that one pretty high going for this 1 minute micro pullback. And it didn't hold, so I gave back $1,000 profit on that drop. CARV, made some money on this one, 2,100 bucks, but I also gave back some on it because I added pretty high. I gave back about $400 or $500. So right now, I'm just going to sit and watch the scanners. The OXL isn't set up quite yet, but maybe worth keeping an eye on. MOTS, though, it's another recent IPO breakout, so we can add that chart to the classes. MOTS resumed lower. Short-lived momentum. BOXL, first 5-minute candles making a new high there. You see that. Spreads on it are tough, though. Sitting tight right now. Yeah, BOXL over 1040 is a spot to watch. and then we'd look for a break at 1050. Yesterday's high is 1070, so that's the first candle to make a new high. I just don't know if it's going to hold up really well, but it's worth watching, at least for a scalp. Yeah, if you have shares available to borrow, you can get good reversals on some of these small caps. CARV, MOTS. It's a challenge because you don't know how high they're going to go, but it also just comes down to having shares available to borrow. The stock I'm not super familiar with, but you can see a pretty big trigger right around $10. On RDVT. See if more volume comes in. VVPR 361 is our daily kind of trigger, so that's the level that we'd be watching. Well, CARV is kind of interesting because it is holding up fairly well. The high of the last two candles is 68, so I would say 668 is a trigger. That's a spot where I would probably take a starter, and then I would add over 7. Long at 68 on CARV, and then like I said, I'll double over $7. So for a break of 7, that's my double spot. First 5-minute candle to make a new high. See if it squeezes out some of the earlier short sellers. Watching the ad on CARV over maybe 95. I see volume coming in. Right there, 75 by 80. Just added for the break of 7. Sold half at 707. And the rest at 685 for now. Keep it on watch over $7. If as long as it holds up, and we want to see these guys go to new highs, but RDVT, yeah. Keep that one on watch. The high is 65. RDVT, if I thought it was going to squeeze into a circuit breaker, that's kind of the spot I would watch just because then they usually open higher. So maybe around $9. But remember, at this price range, it needs to move like 80 cents to get halted. So it just might not happen. EOXL dropping down. I'm long RDVT for the break over $9. Long at 9, try to scalp this into maybe a circuit breaker halt now that it's starting to open up a little bit more. That's RDVT, I'm long at $9. This one, it's got an interesting daily chart. Let's watch it here. See if it pops back up to $9. Stopped out. $1,400 loss. Actually, a $2,000 loss. That was a good size loss. In at 9, out at 850. Yeah, selling on the bid when I bail out. So from up 3,800 to up only about $800, or no, actually I'm up $1,500 right now. Get back some profit on that one. I thought it would just start to sort of squeeze up, and I was just wrong on that. $10.03. Up now only $338 in my main account, so I got to be a little careful. I'd rather close the day green than keep pushing it and go red. Need to wait for something to show some real strength. Even though I'm not up as much as I was, you know, 10 minutes ago, is today green? Am I still making progress? And if the answer is yes, then that's good. BVPR I think is good if it got volume, but right now it's just kind of a little light on volume. Michael, kind of choppy today. I'm up right now $1,400 or so. Had a good, was up pretty nicely before. I lost $2,000 on RDVT. So that's all right. Overall market. Kind of nice what you're seeing here. This pulled back to the 9 moving average, and then maybe a move higher. I mean, the market might be starting to move around a little bit. Not necessarily today, but we'll see. Popped up here, and then it faded back down. Spreads when I got in weren't that big, really. It was like 95 by 99. I thought it was going to start to open up because of the daily chart. But the price was a little high, and the volume was a little light. Not the perfect combination. I'll probably slow down unless we see something really take off, because I've had a couple losses on these last, well, that last trade was good loss, so I gotta slow down. I gave back more than half of my daily profit, and that's when you kind of have to say maybe it's time to just be done. I was up 3,300, now I'm up 1,400. I'm usually watching the level 2 most closely because I already know, I have the charts up, but I know what they look like, and I have my orders lined up for what the prices I'm interested in getting in at. So for a stock like BLNK, I'm really just watching the level 2 at the open.